Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to your 117th Android tutorial for the new Boston, and what we're going to learn today is how to actually write the data to a database. And for a brief moment I want you guys to reminisce about when we worked with bundles. Again, we put some stuff into the bundle, and then we finally send it off to the next activity for it to be opened. But you know, we kind of put some stuff in there and then we finalized it. And that's kind of the same way that the database works, SQLite database works. We basically need to set up, instead of a bundle, something called the content values, and then we put some stuff in there, and then we just kind of finalize it or insert it into our actual database. So that's what we're going to do in this tutorial, and we're just going to set up this create entry method. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to set up a content values. So we're going to say content values, and this is kind of like our bundle, like I was just talking about, and we got to import that. We're just going to call this CV for content values, and then we're going to set this equal to new content values. So just get everything kind of initialized there. And now what we need to do is we need to put some information in. So as you can see, we're getting passed in two strings from our previous class. Again, the first was the name, and the second was hotness. So what we need to do is we need to say our CV, and we're going to put some stuff in there. We're going to say put, and then as you can see, it takes two parameters. First the key, and then the value, just kind of like our bundle again. So first, for a key, we want to reference basically where we want to save it in our database. So for the first one, we want to refer to our key name. Again, that's the name column of our database. And for the value, we want to have it the value of what's being passed in, our string here. So we're going to say name. Because again, the key name is the text type, as you can see here, and we're getting passed in a string, so we're going to basically put the string in that column. And then we're also going to say cv.put, and we're also going to refer to our key hotness, and again refer to the string that's being passed in for our hotness. There we go. We have both of our put methods, and now we just need to insert it into our database. So again, this method is being called after our create method, or our open method, I'm sorry. So basically we have our helper, and then our database is basically accessed, and we're going to be able to write to it. So all we have to refer to is our database here. So we're going to say database, we're going to say our database dot insert, and as you can see, it takes three values for its parameters. The first is what table we want to write to. Again, we have our table name up here that we defined earlier, so we're going to refer to that. We're going to refer to that, so we're going to say database underscore table. Oops. Again, our value that we set up earlier, and that's the table we're writing to. And then for the second parameter, we're just going to say null. And for the last parameter, we're going to put our content values. So we're just going to say CV here. And that's basically going to insert all of our puts that we set up there into our actual table that we want to refer to. So again, you just have to make sure that this table has been set up that has these columns within it. Otherwise, it's going to crash. But again, right here in our onCreate method, we have our table name that we set up, and we have both of our key, our name, and our hotness set up. And when this method's called, basically we want it to return this statement here when we actually write to our value, or write to our database. So instead of saying void, which means it's not going to return anything, we're going to change this to long, which is just, again, a type of variable, and it's giving us the error because we aren't returning anything. So we're actually going to return this statement here. Alright, and that's it for this tutorial, guys. We kind of learned about how to write to a database, and I'll catch you guys in the next tutorial. So have a good one.